Hi English 102 students, this is Anne, your class librarian. This video walks you through how to use NoodleTools, which is required in this class. If you have any questions after watching it, please don't hesitate to contact me through the Canvas inbox or email me directly. We can even meet virtually through Google Meet. From the library's homepage, scroll down to NoodleTools. If this is the first time you're using NoodleTools, click here and then register. I'd recommend using your MEID for your personal ID and your My Maricopa password for the password. I already have an account, so I'm going to go back and sign in. I've used this account before, which is why you see a list of my projects. But if it's the first time that you've logged on, you won't see any project titles here. To begin, click on New Project. Name the project with your last name and working bibliography. Be sure to select MLA and the Advanced. You can go ahead and type in your research question. Next, click on Sources to begin creating citations. Click on New Source. You're first being asked where you found the information. Did you get it from a PC library database or from the free web? Or is it something that you have in your hands like a book? I'm going to show you a database example since you're required to use databases. The next question is, what is it? What is the format of the information? Is it an online journal article, a newspaper article, or an ebook? I'm going to pick journal since you'll be citing scholarly journal articles. Now you're presented with the correct form to complete. Most of our databases include a citation, and you can copy and paste a citation into NoodleTools. You might even notice that some of our databases have the option to export the citation into your NoodleTools. Beware, you must double check that the citation is correct. Usually there is something that just isn't quite right with the citation. Because of this, I prefer to fill out the form. The red asterisks are required fields in the form. Notice that when I click on the field, I get a little eye with more instructions. Pay attention to these eyes. They are very helpful. In the instructions for name of database, it explains that you should include the specific database, not the name of the company like EBSCO or Gale. I find the article I'm citing in Academic Search Premier. When I click on the URL field, again, I get that little eye with instructions. The 8th edition of the MLA Handbook recommends you include a URL, but if your instructor asks you to leave it out, follow his or her directions. Dr. Pineda wants you to include the URL. Be sure to omit HTTP or HTTPS as you type that URL. Again, I'm looking at the instructions, which explain that the 8th edition prefers the DOI over the URL. The DOI is a unique alphanumeric string that helps to provide a persistence link to a source. You'll often see the DOI in the library database. I don't have a DOI, so I'm going to stick with the URL. Be sure to read the instructions with the boxes. Notice here that I don't need to use most recent date of access because my article has a publication date. Then continue putting in the rest of the information about the article. I have a second author, so I'm going to click on Add Contributor. As I type in the article title, a warning box appears with a suggestion that I should capitalize the first letter of the word diversity. And then I'm just going to put in the rest of my citation. I'm now going to save my citation. The citation is in perfect MLA format with the correct punctuation and italics. To add another source, you would just click New Source. The Analysis button keeps track of the different types of sources that you're using. You can see the amount of print sources you're using compared to digital, the types of sources, how current your sources are. Your working bibliography will have many different types of sources. And at the beginning, you're always just collecting sources that you may or may not use. Fortunately, you can always delete these sources. This next step is very important. When you're ready to submit your citations, be sure to use the Print Export to Word option. This opens your document into Word with the correct page heading, Works Cited, all your citations in alphabetical order and properly indented. I would use this page to cut and paste the citations you'll be using in your annotated bibliography and for your final Works Cited page. Be sure to follow the directions from Dr. Pineda when naming your files before uploading them to Canvas. You'll be sharing your working bibliography with me, so I'm going to go back to Projects and pick my project. Notice that there's a Share with a Project inbox. The project inbox name is Pineda English 102, the current term, Working Bibliography. After you've shared your working bibliography and I've had a chance to look at it, I will send you a comment about it within NoodleTools. To see that comment, I'm going to go back to Projects, and you'll see right below this comment icon that there's something waiting for you to read. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me.